Need these 20-year-old computers? Nah. Toss M, by user Birdman3131. So I work at a machine shop as the IT/electronics tech. This happened a few years back. Probably 2015 or so. Coworker, we are cleaning up. I have a pallet for you to look at and see if you want anything off it. Me, sure. Look at said pallet. All beige P1 PIII era desktop computers. I give it a good think but can find no good reason to keep M. Me, toss M. Give it about a month or so and I come in to find out our plasma cutter has stopped working. We apparently had a water leak get on the electronics. The machine runs on an old PMAC brand motion controller card. Said card is using an ISA interface. Any guesses as to what happened to all our computers old enough to have an ISA slot? If you're guessing they were on that pallet you would be right. $75 or so later on eBay and it was back up and going. I have plenty of other stories between here and working live broadcast at church. I need to write some more up. That is also not covered by the warranty. Tale from the Fruit Store, by user Kitsunexistiseware. This is not my story, but one told to me from a good friend and former co-worker. He used to work for the Fruity Tech store as a very smart person. He enjoyed the job as the pay for what actual repair work they would do was excellent, but he said the customers were the worst. One such example was when he was working with a gentleman who came in with one of their higher-end laptops. The screen had been cracked due to a drop. As this customer had not purchased the FruitCare and warranty for the device, accidental damage wouldn't be covered and he would have to pay for the repair. It was around $1,000. The guy got very upset with my friend and was trying every sales tactic he could to convince him to make an exception and cover the repair under the standard warranty and is getting more and more agitated. Laptop dude, man. Why do you guys even make them out of metal and glass? That's so fragile. It should be covered as a manufacturer defect. Friend coworker, no sir. The company makes only high-end products using quality materials. The standard warranty does not cover accidental damage. LD, you need to cover this. To make people pay $1,000 for an accident. Ridiculous. You will cover this. FC, as I have explained to you several times, this will not be covered under warranty. Even if I entered this in as a warranty repair and mailed it out to the repair center, as soon as they turn it on they will mark it as accidental damage and charge accordingly. It is out of my hands, sir. LD, this is bullshit. Laptop dude then grabs his laptop off the counter and makes an unintelligible angry noise and hurls it at my friend's head. Friend is able to duck down quick enough and the laptop slams into the wall just behind him. When the laptop completes its journey to the floor it's now in two pieces, display and main body. My friend gets back to his feet, points to the laptop, looks back at the steaming dude and says. And that isn't covered by warranty either. The laptop man just got so mad he screeched and stomped out. My friend never told me what happened after that as he said that he refused to work on that ticket or deal with it further after that and his manager took over. People are crazy. TL, DR, dude hurls his laptop at someone because his clumsiness isn't covered under repair warranty. You're using whose ISP, by user Tsukiya_Sakura. So almost 20 years ago I worked for a call center doing support for an ISP. This call was over 3 hours and had a couple different support staff come to check on me. Caller was unable to get online. It started off with her connecting wirelessly through an wireless USB adapter. After figuring this out I patiently explained that she needed a modem/router for the adapter to connect to. Her story quickly changed to her connecting wirelessly to her cousin's Wi-Fi who lived in the same building but a different floor and used a different company than the one I worked for. I quickly explained she would need to contact that provider and would most likely need to be in cousin's apartment. Another change to her story. She was now connecting to her sister's internet. When I asked where her sister lived, 5 minutes away by driving, I inhaled and started explaining that a Wi-Fi connection doesn't have that much range. She was one of the customers that seemed to have a different string for why I should be able to troubleshoot her connection that was never her connection and still expected me to be able to make it work. And that's why we hoard things, by user JMay82. I just had to do something I've never done in all of my 40 years. Buy an POTS phone. Why? It was needed to test a phone line to make sure it was still active before replacing a voice gateway. Those old POTS phones always had a way of just appearing for me. I've never had a need to buy one. Couldn't tell you how many I've thrown away, along with RJ11 cables. Both at home and at work. I didn't toss the equipment here. My counterpart must have done it long ago and he was unreachable to ask where I might find one. So, I had to run to Walmart and drop $40 on a phone and RJ11 line at the last minute. And this, my dear casual reader, is why most techs never throw anything away, no matter how obsolete, if it's not damaged beyond repair. I've already called multiple times, by user taxi. Here's a short and sweet one. Where I work, we're supposed to keep call times low due to a high call volume. I work in the front lines, so it's not unusual to get calls that are simple in nature, password resets and escalating issues. As such, when we do anything, we're meant to let the user figure it out and call back. One of our systems is notoriously terrible when resetting passwords, but we have to let the user reset their password after we give them a temporary one. Well, sometimes users are confused on the difference between our employee portal and their Windows login. This call I'm talking about is a password reset for both, actually, since the user forgot both passwords. When I pick up the phone, the call goes like this. User, hello, I've already called 5 times. I have been trying to reset my password and nothing works. You guys have done all sorts of things, but nothing works. Can you transfer me to a higher level please? Me, good morning, I can handle that. Which password are you trying to reset? Loop this a couple times, until the user tells me it is for employee portal. Me, alright, I have reset your employee portal, your temporary password will be. User, yep, I've already tried that, I told you, you guys have already done that. Please transfer me to tier 2. Me, alright, if I'm unable to assist you, I will put in a ticket and someone will contact you, but first, what computer are you signed into? There should be a sticker on it. User, okay, I've already tried this, but sure. So after remoting in, I see that he is not signed in, so I help him reset his password. He kept asking about the password for employee portal during the entire process, but I knew we'd go through it eventually. After the user signs in, we get to employee portal and he resets that password as well. Keep in mind this call has gone above my time limit and I'll probably have a conversation about it later. User, okay, I also need a password reset for application. Me, alright, go ahead and launch it, we'll get that done as well. I reset his password for a third application now, and he's in. He hangs up without saying anything but okay bye, so I look him up in our ticketing system. Turns out the other people he spoke with kept resetting his employee portal and wrapping up the call. This is why I wish we weren't graded on call time.